There we go. Peace to everybody out there, man. Peace to everybody out there. Peace to all the gods and goddesses, kings and queens, emperors and empresses, chiefs and chiefs, and priests and priestesses of the land. I hope y'all having a great cosmic rising or a great cosmic night. Depending on when you see this fucking video, you already know how this go. It's been a minute since I usually do these type of videos on the computer. I gotta start doing more of these videos, but I just wanted to talk about. I did make a video, but I never posted it yet. But I was talking about the New Orleans incident, right? Hold on. There we go. My bad. My mic was mute. There we go. Let me get this shit right. We a minute in and already fucking up. But this what this nigga look like, right? I was looking for the suspect. Do y'all see this nigga? I don't know what he is. This is I don't know what he is. This is exactly what I mean by like. You got niggas out here that's clones. You see what I'm saying? Clone humans, whether you want to believe it or not, I don't give a fuck. It's a difference between believing and knowing. I know that clone people are real, bro. They've been cloning since the 1970s, bro. So, and that was when they was doing cows and shit, animals and shit. Now I know that they can genetically duplicate humans. This is a proven scientific fact. Nigga, look it up. They don't already genetically alter babies before they're born. People can pay money for their child to be genetically engineered before they're born. What kind of eyes they gonna have, color hair. The only thing they can't decide is the skin color. They can't do that. That's the only thing they can't do. They can only decide like the hair color, eye color, the way the nose gonna be, whatever the case may be. But people can get they children genetically engineered. So there's this shit right here. This look like a clone nigga. This nigga like he was put together. Like I can't tell this nigga is black or Arab. I kid you not. Now the nigga name is Shamsuddin Hadbar, whatever. This ugly nigga. This nigga's so fool. Excuse me. I don't know what this is. I can't really. This is what I mean by. This is what I mean by niggas is not real out here. Another thing on top of that. So let's go back to now that y'all see what that nigga look like. Oh, another thing that's gonna be happening too, right? Let me pull this up too. We have another planetary alignment, y'all. Once again. We have another with 7. It says 4 planets, but it's a total of 7. It's a total January, so it'll be Venus, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars. It's supposed to be 7 though. They said it was 7. Cause it's Mercury gonna come into play. This is like 7 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they said it's gonna be Mercury, Venus. Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Uranus, and Neptune. That's what they forgot to mention in here. Here we go, right here. It says for 2 additional planets await discovery. Uranus and Neptune will also be visible in a part of this alignment, bro. They'll be a part of this alignment. So that's 7 planets. We know that 7 is the completion number of God. There we go. Let me pull this back. There we go. We know that 7 is the completion number of God. So that's why you're seeing events already play out before the fake New Year even got to kick off. This is the fake New Year. Everybody think January is when the New Year starts. It's not. It's March. March and April is when the New Year starts. But January, we ain't even into the fake New Year yet, and niggas already getting clapped on the 1st at 3 in the morning. I mean, look at the timelines of this shit, nigga. Them niggas was ran over. Let me go back. My bad, let me go back. Them niggas was ran over on the 1st of January at 3:15 in the morning. That don't make no damn sense. They already scripting events. And then the shit with the Trump top. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, really. I'm gonna keep it a G stack with you. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't care. What matters to me is this shit right here. Sex trafficking. Bus. Gotta go to the news. ICE bust significant trap. This is what I care about right here. Nobody's talking about this. Nobody's talking about this. ICE, we know who ICE is. They bust significant sex trafficking ring operation from Florida to North Carolina. Nigga, that's across 4 states, nigga. Hold on, let's look at this shit real quick. Nigga, that's across 4 different states. Florida to North Carolina. So that's Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, then North. Yeah, nigga, that's 4 different states. From Florida to North Carolina. Operation Dark Knight results in 13 criminal arrests, 44 administrative arrests, and as many as 11 victims rescued. So you gotta think about this shit. In Georgia too, so 5 states actually. That was 5 states. This is what I care about right here. They're not talking about this right here. Look at this shit. Nobody, this is what I mean right here, that they don't want you to look at this shit, because when you start to trace back, like, first of all, let's talk about sex trafficking, organ trafficking, human trafficking. Who has the money to fund this shit? We don't got the money to fund this shit. You gotta remember, it take money to make money. It take money to start a drug operation. It take money to start a business. It take money to start a pizza shop. It take money to start a grocery store. So you know it take money to start a sex trafficking operation. Who got the money to do that? I don't. You don't. The average person that live in a gated community don't. It's the motherfucker that live off in them with them acres and acres of land and got assets and stocks and shit. Them niggas with money that be bored all day and ain't got shit to do but play GTA in real life. Them niggas, the ultra wealthy, you feel me? The super wealthy niggas got the money to fund this shit. You gotta remember, a lot of these rich politicians and business people and people you ain't never heard of that got plenty of money, they get bored, so they indulge in shit like this. They want to stay young, so they harvest organs. They go take fresh, healthy organs from black people. They don't get them from white people. White people don't got healthy ass organs like that. Boy, they organs be fucked up. I ain't gonna cap to you. I'm gonna keep it a G stack. That's no disrespect to y'all. Y'all just got some shitty organs, bro. But when it come to black people, that's why in Latino people too as well. When it comes to us, they be taking the shit out of our organs, nigga, because we got the most healthiest organs, nigga. Our organs contain the most amount of neuromelanin inside of them, so they're healthy as hell. Yeah, they need a fresh pair of black lungs, not black lungs from smoking, black lungs. They need a fresh pair of black pancreas. They need a fresh pair of black testicles. They need some fresh black blood to rub and bathe in. You feel me? And they don't really get it from the adults. They get it from the children. That's why a lot of these children come up missing. And people think that shit normal. See, you got NPCs out here that's boosted up on all these vaccines and shit. They out here thinking it's normal for a child to go missing. Like, no, I get a child goes missing every 40 seconds, but it is not normal nowhere in the universe for a child to come up missing and harm be done to them. That's not normal. That's not normal. If you think that shit normal, you weird, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, you weird as fuck. It's not normal for a child to go missing. That's how you know we live in hell. See, heaven is a place, I always say this shit. Heaven is a place where your child can be left unattended and not be harmed by nobody or nothing. That's heaven. Heaven is when the parent can leave their child unattended and know that nothing will happen to him, nigga. That's heaven. That's heaven. Hell is different. Hell is where there's no such thing as overprotective. There's no such thing as overprotective. I'm sorry, there isn't. When you live in a world like this, there's no such thing as overprotective. So when you live in a world like this, you have to protect your child to the utmost, the highest degree, the highest form of protection, nigga. All it takes for you is to look away 1 second and turn back around and your child is gone, nigga. I swear to God. I swear to God. So this is October 2022, right before the year closed out. This is in Houston, nigga. 84 victims identified in sex trafficking bust that shut down 9 Houston bars. We talking about nightclubs, bars, and come on now. And this didn't make mainstream news. They was too busy talking about P. Diddy around this time. Drones and shit is in the sky. They don't want you to talk about this shit right here. Because once you start to figure out, okay, who's putting the money behind these operations? We ain't got the money to do this shit. So it can only be one group of people or a specific group of people who can do this shit. The people with money. Yeah, not your little ass millionaires. We talking your mega millionaires and your billionaires. These the niggas that got the money to fund this shit and keep they traces covered as much as possible. And once you start to figure it out, now you start to look at the money like, okay, the money, let's do a paper trail. Who funding these operations? Let's go back and who's funding these operations? We need to go back and look at that. We start to see who look at that. All right. Who created the Federal Reserve Act of 1913 was signed into law by President Woodrow Wilson. Now, but was he the one to make it? No. This is cap right here. I want you to know this is cap. This was passed down by the Rothschilds. The Rothschilds wanted the Federal Reserve Act and told his ass to sign it into law to make the system more harder to operate in for the average person. Let's just say it like that. Who owns the 12 Federal Reserve banks? This Federal Reserve Bank stock is owned by banks. Okay, so who created banks? You just gotta go. You gotta do a trail on this shit, bro. Who created banks? I'm not okay, nigga. Y'all playing games now. What family owns all the banks? Let's do that. The Rothschilds family. Come on now. Is a Jewish. Oh, hold on. Let me pull up my shit. Hold on. Let me pull up my shit, y'all. Let me pull up my shit. Y'all can still hear me good. I got the music running in the background. Listen to it. Where my shit? Hold on, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Y'all know I'm back on that bullshit when I pull this up. Y'all know I'm back on that bullshit. Yes, sir. BlackRock. As a matter of fact, where's my real picture? It should be in Photoshop, actually, or something like that. Hold on. It might not, though. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull up Photoshop real quick. Y'all know I gotta put y'all on game, bro. Y'all know I gotta put y'all on game. So it's not in here. Where did I see the full picture at? Oh, I think I know where it might be at. Hold on. Hold on. I know how to look. I know how to find it. Go look into these niggas, bro. These niggas is grease right here, bro. Go to these niggas right here. They show you everything. Oh yeah, I also meant to tell y'all can take this however you want. America is modern day Germany, it's modern day Nazi. The Nazi order. This is the modern day Nazi society, bro. You don't believe me, right? The United States emblem is an eagle, and then Germany, the Nazis' emblem was an eagle, and they performed the same experiments like MK Ultra. MK Ultra wasn't made in America. This wasn't some shit they conducted and created in America. When they so-called killed Hitler, right? Because I don't believe he was killed. I believe that nigga got away and he had a double to die for him to make niggas think he died. But when Hitler was so-called killed and they found all his shit, right? They found MK Ultra from him. A lot of shit that Hitler was doing, trying to create UFOs and shit, because he did get in contact with some ET entities when he went to Antarctica. Hitler took a trip to Antarctica and got in touch with these niggas. But the niggas that he got in touch with, it's not no reptilian nigga. It wasn't them. It was the Pleiadian niggas. That's why he kept talking about the superior race is a white race with blue eyes, blonde hair, and they're tall as fuck. He kept saying the Aryan race. When you type in the Aryan race, right? Or let me say Aryan beings. Let's say that, right? When you type in Aryan beings and go to images, hold on. Let's type in Aryan Nordics. Aryan Nordics, right? They not showing me. Okay, let me just type in Pleiadians in. But here go Hitler. They already showing you Hitler, right? Hitler wasn't even a nigga with blue eyes or none of that shit. Let me show you what he was talking about. Let's just type in tall Nordics, bro. These was the niggas he got in contact with when he went to them Antarctic. This is the best picture. These niggas right here. They kind of look like Trump. I think Trump might actually. I'm just saying, fool. Just for y'all to take. But when we talk about ETs in the different species of them, if you know them and do your research on them, I think Trump might be one of them. I'm not gonna cap because he has the same orange skin tone with the same orange Cheeto hair and the blue eyes. I kid you not. Go look at Trump, bro. He looks the same fucking way. We're not finna look at him right now. Fuck all that. We don't want to get off topic. But these was the niggas that your boy Hitler got in contact with. The Fantastic Four suit niggas. This is what they look like. And Hitler got in contact with them. And after that, he was like, these niggas told him. They was like, yes, we are the superior race. This is what y'all are supposed to become. And then that's when Hitler got to doing all that shit, killing all the Jews, and trying to like, he was doing eugenics on them. He was grafting, doing scientific experiments, trying to create a super soldier. He was also trying to genetically splice the people to look like this. He wanted them to look like this. You feel me? Because when he got in contact with these beings, got in his head and told him a bunch of bullshit. And then when he came back, that nigga was on some different type of timing. You feel me? We seen what that nigga Hitler started getting into. Hold on, I just seen something that I wanted to click. This is like the best image right here. What they look like. This is really what they look like right here. Back in the day when niggas was getting abducted and shit like that, niggas was doing artwork. People was describing what they look like while people would draw pictures of these beings as they describe them. This is they ship was in the background. But this is what these beings really look like right here. This is any art depiction that you see. Like there's another one, right? You got the crab extraterrestrials, right? If I can find it. This was in Pascagoula, right? I don't know what you call these niggas. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. Pascagoula alien, right? Here we go, right here. I don't know I call them the crab niggas. These are real beings too. They were discovered in Pascagoula, Mississippi. It was two fishermen. They was just outside fishing, minding their business at nighttime. And then this craft right here, they even got a picture of it. I told you niggas was doing artwork back then. Real artists with real skill was listening to these people and drawing them up. And this is what they got. You can't make this type of shit up out your head, nigga. But this craft, 30 feet, this 30-foot big ass craft pulled up on them, right? It was like above the water next to the dock as they was fishing. And then these beings pulled up on their ass. And it was something else that was with them too. It wasn't just these crab niggas. It wasn't just these crab niggas. It was something else that was with them. They had like an AI robot with them too. But yeah, here we go right here. This is like the best depiction of what these beings look like. And they come out the water. This is why you see a lot of crabs coming out the water, because you got entities like these look at the niggas got crab hands, for fuck's sakes. I mean, that should let you know what kind of beings these are. They from aquatic origins. So yeah, these niggas came up out the water and wanted to see what was up with these niggas. Like, what y'all fishing for? And after that, you know, supposedly they got abducted. They thought they was lying. They performed a what you would call a polygraph test or a lie detector test on them, and they passed the lie detector test. Them niggas was not capping when they came across these entities. Do y'all research? There's another one called the what's the name of it? It's called the Flatwoods Monster, right? I'm showing y'all different entities. Niggas be out here in the conscious community talking about the Pleiadians, Lyrans, and all this shit. But y'all not talking about these other beings that niggas have seen and actually put art depictions for. The Flatwoods Monster, this thing. This is an ET as well too. It has a ship. Niggas was talking about they seen a light or something in the woods, and then it, you know, when they seen the light, this thing out of nowhere popped up on their ass, and it looks like this. This is what it looks like. And they tried to say it was an owl. You know, they tried to hear him say that shit was an owl. It wasn't no owl. The Flatwoods Monster in West Virginia folklore is a creature reported to have been sighted in the town of Flatwoods, Braxton County, after a bright light crossed the night sky. So this thing, I can't tell you. This thing right here, I honestly can't tell you what the fuck this is. It's like, because it's robotic in nature. It's like a robot, but it has like arms. So I think this is a suit. This is some type of suit that this creature wears. But from the looks of the arms and shit, it seems to be reptilian in nature. That's the only thing I can say. It seems to be reptilian in nature. But this thing has on a suit. This is a suit. You feel me? What's another one I could think of? It's plenty more, bro. It's plenty more ETs. You got the green grays, right? What they would call the green little men, right? And these were real too. Hold on, little green men incident. You gotta type in incident. The Kelly Hopkins encounter in Hopkinsville. The Green Men case also claimed close encounters with ET beings that occurred near the Kelly in Hopkinsville in Christian County, Kentucky. And this is what they look like. They weren't grays though. They look like gremlins. Here you go, right here. Here's the picture. I told you they draw them up. This is what they look like. These are not grays. I don't know what these is though. Here's a clear art that it's supposed to be green because they look green. But this is what these creatures look like. They look like this, and these are not grays. I don't know what these are. But they pulled up in the ship, landed, and then they tried to make contact with that nigga. What's his name? The Kelly Hopkins. It was a bunch of niggas. They was at a farm or some shit like that, and they seen these niggas, and they tried shooting at them, and they got up out of there. But they was trying to make contact. A lot of these beings do come here to try to make contact with niggas and be like, just because this nigga look like this, like, let me see. This is why they say don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge things by how they look. You feel me? Just because these little niggas look like gremlins don't mean they evil. Now, I'm saying that they're not evil, no. But the point I'm making is just because they look kind of crazy doesn't always mean they on some crazy shit. Them niggas was probably pulling up to tell him that nigga in 2025, nigga, your world is gonna be in a different state. They probably was trying to tell dog that. But the nigga shot at him and they was like, fuck it, we getting out of here. Y'all niggas just don't want to listen. So I'm trying to give y'all that it's not just grays, it's not just Lyrans, avians, what them niggas call them? Insectoids? Insectoids? These niggas? That they show you in fucking Rick and Morty? Yeah, these things right here. Yeah, it's not just these things. You see what I'm saying? What they call them niggas? Let me see. Here we go. You got to go to shit like this, right?
Covina, California, 19.
So this was back in 1963. A 17-year-old girl was abducted by aliens, and they look like praying mantises. That's what they said, praying mantises. So yeah, you know, it's not just those things. And you gotta remember, back in the 60s and shit was when they made that contract on how a certain time period. It was a certain time period that these entities had, according to the Project Blue Book. Not Blue Beam. Blue Beam is different, and Blue Beam has been going on since the 80s and 70s, nigga. So people that's talking about all this shit that's going on today is Project Blue Beam. No, the fuck is not. The shit that's going on today is real. Them crafts in the sky that y'all seeing, some are military drones and some are alien crafts. And then you got your regular shit, which would be airplanes and shit. But you got a lot of crafts that are up there right now that are mainly extraterrestrial in origin and military drones, because the military is trying to scan these niggas and figure out who the fuck these. It's a lot of beings that are showing up that are not the ones that they made deals with. See, the ones that your government made deals with was the Greys, reptilians, and supposedly praying mantis aliens. Now, praying mantis aliens, I kind of always thought was far-fetched. I'm not gonna lie to you. But then again, they got depictions of these niggas. History Channel got art depictions of these niggas from that young girl that got abducted. So, hey, we I guess we can't say it's too far-fetched, but I always thought it was far-fetched. But yeah, a lot of beings that your government don't know about are starting to show up, and now they're putting their drones up there to try to figure out who these niggas are and why they here. Which is what they don't want to tell you, because they tell you that it'll break down the entire shits. You feel me? So all in all, when we talk about them ETs and shit, right? Let's go back to the Deep State Map Project, right? I know I got a little off topic, but I had to tell you about them ETs. There's a lot of different species here that niggas don't know about. Like, I showed y'all the Flatwoods monster. I showed y'all the real little green men, not the green grays. Grays, they trying to depict grays as like these good niggas, and they not. Grays are, y'all don't know how gruesome grays is. And grays are highly intelligent, but malevolent. They're highly malicious in nature. But let's go to the Deep State Mapping Project, right? Free downloads. I want this right here. So when we talk about the banks, right? We talk about them banks, right? Look at this shit. I am that I am. I already showed y'all this many times before. Y'all take a look at this and tell me how y'all feel about the top of this. Seraphim, cherubim, thrones, dominions, virtues, powers, principalities, archangels, angels. For we are not wrestling against flesh, but principalities and virtues in high places. There are some angels, principalities, which are nothing but princes, angel princes, before they become angel kings or archangels. I believe archangels should be up here. But anyways, as I was saying, you got some of your angels that turn, you feel me, negative. They begin to take on a negative electrical charge, which begin to make them emit negative things. And it started to trickle down into the extra dimensional shit. You know, you got evil ETs and aliens and shit, and then you got good ETs and alien shit. Then it trickled down into the society, the high levels of human society. When we talk about your Jesuit order, Vatican, we see what the Pope is doing right now, opening portals and giant doors and shit. We don't give a fuck about that, honestly. You got your bloodlines of the Illuminati, Astor, Bundy, Collins, DuPont, Freeman, Kennedy, Onassis, Rockefeller, Rothschilds. You know, your witches and warlocks, masters of witchcraft, your Grey Pope, your cult of Baal, Church of Satan. And then it trickles even further down to the Committee of 300, the Illuminati, the New World Order, your Octagon group, which is your military, your Hexagon group, which is your political side, and your Freemasons, your Master Masons, your Masons of the Scottish Rite. I think that's in here somewhere actually. Where's that at? It's in here somewhere, but you got your Masons of the Scottish Rite, and then you got your Yorkish Rite as well. So these are like all your mystical schools and shit where they learn all these secrets of the world, but use them for malicious intent. And then you got your regular society, world financial control, your banks, which is owned by your 13 bloodlines. And then you got your 13 families. And then you got your world resource control, your corporations who control all that shit. Then you got your population control, which is football, religion, medical, government, legal, all that shit, which keeps us asleep. So when you start to look at the money and do the money trail behind it, especially on the map like this, and you go back up, like, okay, where's the 13 families? Boom, the 13 families is like up here, the bloodlines of the Illuminati, right up here with this shit. On the second, was this the second? No, this is the third. On the third block of the pyramid. So when you start to look at shit like this, what family owns all the banks? And it's your Rothschilds, right? The Rothschilds have a virtual monopoly on gold refining in the 1800s, thanks to their rights to gold mines in the lease of the Royal Mint refinery in London. Like, these niggas own so much shit, it's crazy. So that's why they don't want you to look at the sex trafficking shit, because when you start to look back into this shit, look at this Disney employee among 157. They don't put this on mainstream news, gang. Can y'all see this shit? Good. They don't put this shit on mainstream news. They're trying to keep this. That's the only reason they letting this alien shit get out now, because they know, like, okay, if we can trick these niggas with the alien shit and what to believe in with this extraterrestrial shit, we can keep them asleep about the sex trafficking, organ trafficking that we have been doing to them. That the aliens need, these ETs that they work with need blood. They keep talking about they gods. Their gods are reptilians, nigga. All their gods require sacrifice. Baal sacrifice. Let's type that in, right? What does Baal need sacrifice to him? Children, young children. The Carthaginians periodically sacrifice their very young children in vast ostos de fa to their god Baal Haman, and later to the goddess Tanit. Remember, this goddess is Su. See, they always want to put you on this spectrum of all these gods are male, and they're not even telling you about the female gods that exist, that's walking around indulging in this shit too. When we talk about the goddess Tanit, so who the goddess Tanit, right? That's Baal's counterpart. Tanit was the chief goddess of the Carthage and the patron goddess of the city. She was the goddess of fertility, moon, wisdom, civilization, and the crafts. Tanit was the wife of Baal, the chief deity of Carthage, or Carnage. Let's just say Carnage, blood carnage. She was also worshipped by the people of North Africa. So note that there's counterparts to these beings, right? The Baphomet was created by the Knights of Templar. Well, I don't think they got no, like, let's see. Knights of Templar. You can look into. I got a book on this. I got a book on how to who tells you how to the Baphomet was created. But it was created by the Knights of Templar during the 1307. They were accused of hearsay worshiping Baphomet as a demonic idol. So Baphomet was created for demonic purposes. It was, yes, they talk about as above, so below, the duality, but it's still for demonic purposes. That's why it has a goat head. That's why it has wings. It's to represent the 6 ether people and their animal and beast DNA. It's to represent the DNA of the beast nature in them. Black people don't have the beast in them. We don't. It doesn't exist. So when we talk about the beastly nature and animal DNA that people, a certain group of people have on this planet, that's your 6 ether beings. That's why they created this, to empower them more and to gain more magical abilities and be more magically inclined to, continue their colonization of the planet, global colonization. and they were accused of worshiping this entity as a demonic idol. Baphomet subsequently resurfaced during the 19th century debate regarding the suppression of the Templars, with various occult and mystical traditions claiming that Baphomet as a symbol of balance and synthesis. Now, you see how they turned it around? See, during 1307 trials, look at this. Look what they did to these people. You feel me? The Knights of Templar in the Kingdom of France were suddenly charged with heresy and arrested after their leader, Master Jacques de Molay, had recently come to France for meetings with Pope Clement V. Many, including their leader, many Knights of Templar, including their leader, were burnt at the stake for indulging in this type of shit. Because you gotta remember, this was witchcraft. You remember back in these days, nigga, any form of witchcraft or wizardry, nigga, they was killing you at the stake for that shit, nigga. Remember the Salem witch trials and what they did to them witches, which was black women. They don't tell you about the Salem witch trial. That was black women. When they was bringing them over from the Caribbeans as slaves and shit, and they was still performing their voodoo and hoodoo in their Santeria from their culture. They saw that and it was doing some supernatural shit. The white people didn't like that and started burning them at the stake. But anyways, it says, originating the teaching. It says, while others maintain Baphomet as a profane deity since the 1856, the figure of Baphomet has been associated with the Sabbatic goat, illustrated by whatever, composed of binary elements representing the symbolization of the equilibrium opposites, both human and animal beasts, the beast in nature, both masculine and feminine, combined in metaphysical unity. So this, just to show you right here, was worshipped as a deity by the medieval order of the Knights of Templar. King Philip. If you know about King Philip, if I'm correct, is a demon. King Philip is a demon. King Philip is a demon, I believe. I swear King Philip, or that might be King Payman. My bad, that might be King Payman. I swear I thought King Philip was a demon, bro. That might be King Payman I'm thinking about. Hold on. Yeah, King Payman. This is a real demonic entity. The Lesser Key of Sol. This was included Lesser Key of Solomon. We talk about all that demonic shit. But yeah, King Payman was a demon. Let me see. Let me go back. Wait, Black Phillip? Oh yeah, here it is. Black Phillip. I knew it. It's in that movie. Go watch the movie Witch. It's called The Witch. It came out in 2015. This movie, right? I knew it was something from something. Here it is, right here. Watch this fucking movie, bro. They show you all their shit in their movies. Go watch Hereditary. Go watch The Witch. Go watch movies like Oculus. Watch movies like Insidious. What's another movie? The Amityville Horror. Go watch them type of movies, because they're telling you, the Six Ether people is telling you about the shit that they're dealing with from their ties that their ancestors made with these demons. See, some of them today not trying to deal with that shit. Don't get me wrong, a lot of them don't give a fuck, but the small group of your Six Ether beings not trying to deal with that shit. They really trying to convert over and change their lives and acknowledge the shit that was done on this planet so they can elevate. And actually, when they reincarnate, they will actually be granted the gift of melanin by the Mother Universe. So, but to the rest of them though, which is like the 90% of them, they don't give a fuck about this shit. They know this shit. But yeah, go watch movies like these. But Black Phillip, that's his name, not King Philip. Black Phillip. Go look up Black Phillip, nigga. This is a demon, nigga. Black Phillip, main antagonist in the movie The Witch, taking on the guise of a billy goat, the Baphomet. They even show you right here. Black Phillip is the assumed mortal form of Satan himself. So when you go back to the Baphomet, nigga, and it's a black goat head, who is that? Black Phillip, nigga. Where y'all think they got the movie? Where y'all even think they got this movie, The Witch, from? The Witch. Where y'all think they got that shit from? They got it from the Baphomet. That's why they made this nigga a goat in that movie. Or Satan. This is supposedly Satan. Anyways, back to this shit. Philip. So King Philip of France had many French Templars simultaneously arrested and tortured into confessions in 1307. The name Baphomet appeared in the trial transcripts for the Inquisition of the Knights of Templar that same year. Over 100 different charges have been leveled against the Templars, including hearsay and homosexual relations, spitting and urinating on the cross. Spitting and urinating on the cross, and sodomy. And sodomy, also called buggery in British English, generally refers to anal between people or any sexual activity between a human and another. It may also mean any non-procreative sexual activity. So they were that's disgusting. I'm Sodom and Gomorrah. I heard that city was, anyways, that's some nasty shit. So when you look at that type of shit, right? Now that's the Baphomet, right? Last but not least, Moloch himself. Moloch sacrifice. Moloch in ancient Israel is found in the legal as well as historical prophetical literature. Sacrifice of children and its impact on Western religions. You feel me? Shit like this. Human and social sciences. You gotta read shit like this. Social sciences, social engineering, and studying society and social engineering is so important. The psychoanalytic readers he is established and recognized in this book resources on a very powerful and pervasive theme in human culture that has far-reaching implications for our understanding of the human condition and particularly of man's religious experience. Briefly stated, his thesis that the origins of archaic religions are connected with the need to placate the anger of the gods by human sacrifice. I'm gonna say that one more time. His thesis is that the origins of archaic religions are connected. All your archaic religions that we know, so we know what those are. Those religions are connected with the need to place the anger of the gods by human sacrifice. So human sacrifice was needed because the gods were so-called angry, particularly of little children. That's sick. This dynamic process has undergone increasing repression and sublimation in the history of religious development and continues to exercise an active and powerful influence on an unconscious and subconscious level in the mind of present-day man. The sacrificial offering has the function of protecting the sacrificer from the hostility of the deity. The hostility of the sacrificer is transformed by projection into fear of persecution by the god. Older forms of sacrifice sought only to offer a substitute victim to draw the wrath of God, usually a child. What the fuck are you talking about? And as in the biblical sacrifice of the Ammonite god Moloch, sacrifice of this order is based on aggression. It was often associated with the worship of the dead. Later forms of sacrifice replaced the sacrificial victim with the sacrificial animal, of which part was offered to the god as a burnt offering and the rest consumed in a totem feast. In this second variant of the sacrificial cult, aggression and love are mixed so that the wrath of the god is placated. The sacrificial animal then comes to represent. But they still tell you that they were sacrificing children before they changed it to animals. They changed the animals because they knew niggas was going to be like, this shit's sick. The fuck they mean the wrath of a god need to be invoked by sacrificing a child? Y'all, this is what I be talking about. We live with these people, man. Make sure we still good. We still good. But remember that, bro. We live with these niggas, bro. Man, that's why I said study psychology. You will realize that when you study psychopathy, sociopathy, and empathy, that's what I'm gonna call it. Cause you got empaths. Empaths are people who can feel everything. So we're gonna call it empiopathy. So EMPIOPATHY. I just came up with that, nigga, because they ain't made that yet. Them scientists ain't came up with that yet. I'm studying empiopathy, nigga. Quit playing, nigga. Let me show you this. I bet that ain't even a thing. Empiopathy. Yeah, nigga, they ain't come up with that. They call it empathy, but I'm gonna call it empiopathy, nigga. Quit playing with me. Empiopathy. Maybe I should say empiopathy. We can say that too. But anyways, y'all, we just read that shit. Sacrifice the children, but Moloch, right? Moloch is the god. They also depict him as Baal too, but let's type in the mouth of Moloch. That's the sacrifice for that god. So you got Baphomet, which is sexual sacrifice. And then you got the Baal, which is child sacrifice. And then you got the mouth of Moloch, which is mental sacrifice. And this is all of children. It's to walk them in the mouth of Moloch. When you type in the mouth of Moloch, you get this. It's to lead you into that mouth, into the belly of the beast that you can't return out of it. Once you're in the belly of the beast, now you got two other guys that you got to go through. Baphomet and then Baal. And once you get to Baphomet, like, okay, you got to do some strange things. Like in the industry, music industry right now, they do a lot of buck breaking. They do a lot of buck breaking or sodomy in the music industry amongst males in order for them to get a music deal and gain fame. It's called sodomy, SODOMY. And that's anal. That sodomy is what you would call anal between an animal and a human. They also make them in the industry. They also make them do sodomy on animals as well, and they record them for blackmail and shit like that, in case they ever want to speak out or try to fumble the operation. And like I said, they first walk you into the mouth of Moloch. You walk it into the mouth of Moloch and start with the money. You get attached to money. Now you want all this money. You like, okay, I'm willing to do some things to get some more money. You already walked into the mouth of Moloch right there. They heard you. They said, oh, your spirit. We hear your spirit, nigga. Your spirit said he willing. You willing to do some things with this shit? So boom, niggas is like, oh yeah, go on and come over here. You walk into the mouth of Moloch. Now you face to face with Baphomet. We heard you want to do some strange things. Come on, drop them pins, nigga. Boom, nigga, do that. Okay, we see you really bout it. We need to see if, we see you bout it, but let's see if you really bout it. Now it's time to test your heart, nigga. Let's see how dark your heart is. Sacrifice this child. We want you to do some grievous things to this child that we brought here from you through sex trafficking. We got many operations around the world where we bring in children for these purposes. Do that. Do what you need to do to that child so we can see how dark your heart really is and that we can trust you. Nigga, do that. There you go. Those are the 3 initiations that you have to go through to be solidified with these bloodlines and these elite people. You gotta do some sick shit. It's really sick. Niggas talking about the spiritual world and spirituality. Y'all don't know there's a dark side to spirituality too. There's a dark side to light, man. There's dark magic, nigga. Just like there's light work, there's dark work, nigga. Just like you trying to sexually abstinate and keep yourself sexually in control, they're trying to make themselves sexually uncontrollable. They're trying to indulge in all the different sexual fantasies that come to their mind. Especially when they got the money to do it and they bored. Yeah. Just like you trying to open your third eye. They trying to go around, they trying to open theirs too, but they trying to close others too. They're like, yeah, ours open, but we need to close as many other people's shit as possible with the use of these magical abilities and spells to blind niggas. So when you look at, my bad, let me go back to the Photoshop. Oops, I don't open that shit. Let me go back to Photoshop. Boom. Oh no, it wasn't Photoshop. It was Google. My bad. Here it is, right here. So when you look at this, this is all the job starter, Rainbow Girl. When you look at all this shit, it leads you back to who it is. And I want to pull up one last thing. Boys Town, right? Boys Town trafficking. Go look into the history of Boys Town. Franklin, it's called the Franklin Child Prostitution Ring. Franklin. The Franklin Scandal. It was this nigga named, what's his name? What was this nigga name? Yeah, here it is. Lawrence King. The accusations primarily centered around Lawrence King, who ran a defunct Franklin Community Federal Credit Union in Omaha, Nebraska. It was now defunct. It was a fraud credit union. And he alleged hosted lavish parties at which minors were... Go look at it. There's a documentary behind this shit. It's called The Franklin Cover-Up. I think that's what it's called. The Franklin Cover-Up. Here we go. Right here. This is the book. Go read this book. Hold on. My bad. Go to it's on Internet Archive. Go read this fuck. There's a documentary on it too you can watch on YouTube. But really read this book. Oh wow, now they don't want to load it. That's crazy. Here we go. Go read, bro. This book. They was finding, bro. In California, they was talking about California. There was what they call it? Preschool. That's what it was called. Preschool. No, a daycare. It was a daycare. There was a daycare where they had an underground tunnel leading into that daycare where they was taking children into that underground tunnel into an underground, let's just say temple, where they were performing rituals on these children, bro. But there's a whole documentary behind this shit. Damn, you can't even read all this shit. That's crazy. Limited preview, nigga. Oh, that's crazy. You don't even get to log in and borrow. I guess you gotta buy it or something. I swear, I think I had the book downloaded though. I'm not sure. But yeah, definitely read this book, bro. They cover that shit up heavy. And it all has to deal with a city called Boys Town in Nebraska. This was in Nebraska, bro. And it was, yeah, child trafficking in the United States. Anyways, it was in Nebraska, and the nigga that was funding that shit was Lawrence King. And I don't even think they got, here he is right here. This man right here. Here we go right here. Disambiguation. And he was funding all these child trafficking operations. This nigga right here. Yep, here we go. He was the one funding it. Remember all skin folk ain't kinfolk. But he was the one running this shit, and a lot of he was setting all these parties too. He was like that. He was like the Diddy back in the day, before Diddy was Diddy. This nigga was setting up all these parties and shit, and a lot of your powerful people were coming to meet at those parties and indulge in those sick acts amongst minors. And they covered that up. They managed to cover that up heavy, but niggas still got word on that. So like I said, just pay attention to all in all what's going on. All these psyops, fuck them psyops, bro. I don't give a fuck. Let's talk about these children coming up missing, and women as well, because they taking the women's wombs and placentas and shit to keep themselves looking young. They want to live, but Disney employee. We know Disney is one of the New World Illuminati bloodlines. Walt Disney employees among 157 employees in Polk County in human trafficking busts. Come on now. 150 people, including a Disney employee and 25 illegal immigrants. Illegal. Now y'all see why they don't want all these niggas coming across the... You feel me? I get why a lot of Americans don't want these people coming across the... Because a lot of them come over here and they start getting into this trafficking shit. And have been arrested in undercover human trafficking sweep in Polk County that also led to the rescue of 4 potential human trafficking victims. And it says there were 47 prostitutes, 96 were Johns, and that's not how you spell Johns. It's J-A-W-N, nigga, not J-O-H-N. It's J-A-W-N or J-U-N-T. We say John in Memphis, and then other people, they say Johns, which is J-A-W-N, not J-O-H-N. But 96 were Johns. 1 was a human trafficker, and 14 are facing other charges for prostitution. He added that the oldest John, the oldest person was 61 and the youngest was 15. That's crazy, bro. 20 tricks a day. Had to turn 20 tricks a day to pay off the person who brought them into the United States. So there you go. Why is my internet being fucked with? Anyways, you gotta go look at all these shits, bro. Human trafficking 2 weeks ago in Michigan. This was in 20. We already read that right here. 84 victims. That's a lot of people, bro. 2 sex trafficking victims saved in local bus. Second man arrested in Marion County, sex trafficking ring. A lot of them are in this shit. They get paid. They pay these people. More than 100 arrests made in Northern Carolina. This didn't even make mainstream news, bro. You feel me? This didn't even make mainstream news right here. In human trafficking bus in California. So just imagine all the other operations that are going on that are not being busted yet. You see what I'm saying? And who's putting the money? Who's paying these people to conduct these operations? Like how many people was arrested in that 157 in Polk County. 157 niggas was arrested. Think about that. Cause they're in on that shit. Who's paying those? Who has the money to pay 157 people to move and run these trafficking operations? And like I said, when you lead back into the money, you lead back into these niggas right here. You feel me? You lead back into these niggas. Oh, hold on, my alarm going off and shit. My bad, y'all. You lead back into these niggas right here. Yup. This nigga dead already. This nigga is dead already. I think he's dead. Who knows? He might have faked his death because he know that this shit about to come out. But these people, the most powerful people, you feel me? Let's see I want to see the whole family, nigga. Boom. It leads back to them right there. And what are all of them? 6 ether beings. Look at them. They all old. God damn it. Look how old all of them are. Look how old all of them are. And let's not forget the other family too. These really the most powerful families. I mean, yeah, you got the other ones, but these are the 2 of the most powerful. The Rockefeller family, nigga. Let's not forget about them. And who are all them? 6 ether beings. They run the world. These is y'all people. To all you Caucasian folks out there, these y'all ancestors that's running the world. They still alive today, running the world, conducting all this sick shit. And these the ones that require blood. Like, look at them. They don't even look right. She don't look right to me. He don't look right to me. She doesn't look right. They look weird, bro. They look like aliens or something disguised in human suits. Look at her build. Look at they builds, nigga. Come on now. Just because they wearing suits and shit and this and that, you think they nice people? You think they're formal people? You think they're proper or so-called just because they got this shit on? Fuck no, bro. These folks sick as hell and they indulge in some of the sickest shit. So let's not, you feel me? Let's not forget what's going on. And then a lot of your presidents are part of these bloodlines. The Rockefeller or Rothschild bloodline. I mean, they got the family tree right here. But anyways, the point I'm making is when you start to dive into this sex trafficking shit, organ trafficking, and child trafficking or human trafficking, it leads you back to these people. Because they the ones that got the money to fund this shit. They got the money to fund this shit. They got the money to indulge in this shit. They got the money to play. They're playing Sims. These people, they're playing Sims in real life. They sit back and play Sims. You feel me? They go look at their specific Sims and do whatever. You feel me? They own all the technology. They own all your military. The military industrial complex that was formed by them. These niggas. They created the society that we live in today. So all in all, I can care less about all this other shit. A lot of people are buyout up. That was also that was an order put out by your Rothschild family as well. They put that order out to tell everybody to get them. They pushed it out heavy. That's why your government was pushing it so heavy, because they got that order from the Rothschilds. And they was like, yeah, push that shit out so that way we can, you feel me? We got this new nanotechnology that'll be able to cause people to do some shit like the New Orleans incident. You feel me? They've been doing this shit for years with these buyouts, bro. They've been working with nanotechnology for years and putting it in people. And then when they want a certain event to take place, all they got to do is press a button and them nanobots go to work. Them nanobots go straight to work. This is why this shit right now, when you type in, this is why this shit is so important right now. It's called quantum computing. This is so important. They're making so many breakthroughs with this shit right now. This is for AI and the nanotechnology that they need to, you feel me, further push out they Project Lucid, their Project Lucid order or agenda. 5 quantum computing stock investors are targeting in 2025. You feel me? This breakthrough. This is a new era for quantum computing. Let me see. If I'm correct, New Rare Earth. If y'all go play the game Black Ops 2, Black Ops 2 kind of predicts a lot of shit that's going on today in 2025. Cause Black Ops 2 took place in 2025, especially with the drone warfare shit. A lot of drones was associated in But yeah, anyways, a lot of drone shit was associated in Black Ops 2. I just wanted to look up this shit. Neodymium is a technology used in electric cars, wind turbines. Is common, but can only be mined in a few places on Earth. These rare earth elements that they need for the AI technology. They also quartz mine in North Carolina, right? That's why they wanted the we seen the shit that happened in North Carolina with the, you feel me, the hurricanes. Anyways, oh my god, they don't want me to disable my ad blocker. Forbes, y'all getting on my nerves, bro. Don't nobody want to disable an ad blocker. But quartz mine, there's a quartz mine in North Carolina, and it threatened semiconductor manufacturing. After hurricane blah 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 hit that, it halted the production of high purity quartz, clear crystal quartz. This is why crystals are important. They use crystals, a lot of different crystals for shit. But quartz is the most important crystal though. Clear quartz, because it can manifest anything and project anything, and it can reflect, refract, and as well bend light to create all kind of optical illusions. Or for laser purposes, to the quartz can bend lasers and shit like that to be used inside technology in order to create certain advanced technologies like AI. So quartz is in your phone right now. They use clear crystal quartz for your phone screens. It's called a liquid crystal display, in order for it to project out those electrical signals or images into your phone screen. In order for you to see your screen like this, in order for you to see your screen like that, it has to have quartz in it. It has to have quartz in it in order to be able to focus those laser points or those electrical signals to project those numbers on your screen, the videos that you see on your phone screen, all that shit. So high purity quartz. Hurricane may cost 20 to 34 billion in nominal damages. They halted that shit. So it's slowing down their AI shit. You feel me? That they trying to push out. That's a rare earth element. Quartz is not really a rare earth element, but it's definitely a powerful earth element that's used in a lot of quantum computing. So yeah, like I was saying, all in all, y'all pay attention to what's going on, and just watch it unfold. Sit back and watch. There's nothing you can really do. There's nothing for you to do besides the work, your internal work that you need to be doing. Continue studying, continue researching, continue keeping yourself healthy, staying hydrated, staying focused. Sexually abstinate as much as possible. Meditate as much as possible. Exercise to keep your blood flowing as much as possible. You feel me? Mainly a lot of cardio exercise. I wouldn't say muscle exercise, because muscle's not gonna mean shit in a minute. I'm gonna just let y'all know that right now. Muscle's not gonna mean shit in a minute. The main thing that's finna, why did my TV just cut off on its own? What the fuck? What is happening right now? My TV's just turned off on itself. What the fuck? So anyways, as I was saying, muscle's not finna mean shit in a minute. What's really finna matter is cardio. Your cardio and your endurance. You feel me? Your cardio and your endurance. Your breathing finna really matter in the next coming months, especially this summer coming up and next summer for next year in 2026. Your breathing is really gonna matter, because the air quality is about to change so heavy, because a lot of pollution been going on the planet, and a lot of biochemical warfare has been taking place on the people as well, with these random mysterious fogs and these. Y'all remember the Canadian wildfires and all that orange smoke came into New York and shit, and into the United States to cover the skies, and people couldn't see shit, and people was having breathing problems and shit from that shit. There you go. That's your government. So a lot of pollution and gases and shit has been put out onto the planet, and now the sun is cleaning that up. Your thunderstorms, that's why the sun is increasing, so more thunderstorms can take place, because thunder and lightning lightning ionizes the atmosphere, and it cleans it up of impurities and pollutants. And then your ships, let's not forget your ships. These beings that's moving around as well are cleaning this shit up as well. Some of these ships form these thunderstorms that you see. That's why some of these thunderstorms be looking like UFO clouds and shit like that. So you know, that's why your breathing is finna matter, because the air is finna get so purified. I'm talking about so purified, nigga. Like it's gonna feel like the air is gonna become real light, as almost if you can't really breathe. That's why deep breathing is important. You're keeping your sinuses pathways, keeping your sinus airways is important, and your lungs clean is important, because your breathing is really finna matter over these next course of 3 years, or my bad, 5 years. These next course of the 5 years is finna matter when it comes to breathing. So definitely be on your breathing technique, as you know, your breathing shit and cardio shit as much as possible. You want to go play basketball for 3 hours until you out of fucking breath completely, because that's getting your cardio right. That's allowing your lungs to have more strength. Your lung muscles, your lungs have muscles in order for them to breathe. So that's the main muscle that's gonna matter, is your lung muscles and your brain, nigga. Them the only muscles that you need to exercise the most is your lungs and your brain, nigga. To the point where they've been exercised so much, nigga, that sometimes exercise don't do shit for them, and you gotta do some stronger shit. You feel me? So yeah, you want to work out or play basketball, whatever, until the point you are out of fucking breath and almost can't breathe, nigga. So that way, when your lungs regenerate and they regenerate from that exercise, nigga, they gonna be so damn strong, nigga. Like when you breathe some shit, nigga, you gonna be able to smell your neighbor who is 6 apartments over cooking some damn red beans and rice with some cornbread. You see what I'm saying? You'll be able to smell the dog shit that's 500 yards away, that your neighbor just had your dog, that your neighbor just took their dog out and took a shit. You'll be able to smell that. You'll be able to smell all the shit. You feel me? You want to breathe in 4K. Put turmeric in the back of your throat, because that's what's going to help open those sinus pathways. Do your nettle pots, where you put the water in your shit and come out on the other side. Boil some orange peels and lemon peels, or in some ginger root in water, and sit your head above that steam and breathe that shit in until you spitting out mucus, clump to mucus, so your pathways is open up. You feel me? Because your breathing is really finna matter, bro. I'm telling you. But pay attention to the sex trafficking shit. This is gonna start getting exposed. That's what they're trying to keep covered up the most. They don't care about covering up aliens no more, because our people are talking about it. They don't care about covering up all these conspiracy theories no more, because people are talking about it. They really don't give a fuck that y'all finding out shit no more, because they still run shit. They like, okay, yeah, y'all find out, but we still run shit. What y'all gonna do about it? But what's gonna fuck them up the most is that trafficking shit. Sex, organs, and humans and children. I ain't even gonna say humans, children. Sex, organs, and children. That's what's gonna really hurt the most. I don't care what take place, nigga. Aliens can show up. Nothing is gonna hit harder than when you find out what's been happening to these children and what's been happening to these organs and these people coming up missing. Y'all remember the nigga? Y'all remember the little homie that got wrapped up in a gym mat in the school, and his organs was missing? They can't even tell you how his organ is. They can tell you how the nigga got rolled up in a gym mat. They say he got in there himself, but then it was something about he was talking to this white boy girlfriend at school, and the white boy told his dad, and his dad was like a sheriff or some shit, and he got his other sheriff buddies to kill that boy and wrap him in that gym mat. Not only that school has cameras in there, but the cameras, somehow, some way, the cameras magically were off at that time when that boy got killed in that and got rolled in that gym mat. Go look it up. What's his name? Kid in gym mat. What was his name? Kendrick Johnson. And his organs was missing, nigga. His organs were missing. Organs. They said the organs were said to have been destroyed through natural process and discarded by the prosecutor before the body was sent back to Valdosta, according to the funeral home. They took that little boy organs. You see what I'm saying? They took his organs. The FBI, because the FBI performed the autopsy, not your regular autopsy, niggas in the hospitals and funeral homes. No. An FBI autopsy was performed on this little boy. And it says the funeral home that processed the body following the FBI's autopsy stated that they never received Johnson's internal organs from the coroner. And it said they were destroyed through natural process. Nigga, that little boy was dead. He was dead for like a day. That little boy was dead for like a day. They found him like the day after. They found him like the day after. He wasn't dead for multiple days or 2 weeks or a month. No, they found that boy the day after that shit happened in the gym mat. The next day that school opened, the kids came into school. They found that shit. His organs did not. And in most 9 times out of 10, he probably died of asphyxiation, which would be suffocating, basically. That's intelligent word for suffocating. Asphyxiation. But 9 times out of 10, he probably died from that. So his organs wasn't fucked up. Them hoes were still healthy. He still had healthy organs. This is a young child, 13 years old. This is in 2013. They still can't tell you the mystery behind how he died. And where his organs went. The FBI said, this is the FBI saying they never got his organs. Some fishy shit going on. Remember the shorty that died in the hotel freezer? Girl, y'all remember the girl that was found in the... Yeah, here we go right here. What was her name? Kanika Jenkins. 19-year-old woman from Chicago, Illinois, died in a hotel freezer. And they can't even tell you how she died. They said it was an accident. No, it wasn't. She was drunk and everything. She was trying to leave. She went in the elevator, and then when she walked into the kitchen, that was the last thing we seen. Was her walking into the kitchen. That was the last thing we see. On the surveillance footage, she walked into the kitchen. Somebody did something to that girl. They did something to that little girl, 19-year-old. You feel me? For not securing the freezer or searching properly after she went missing. Through an empty kitchen. They were seen, yep, here it is, seen on security cameras wandering through an empty kitchen around 3:30 a.m. That witching hour, 3:33. Her body was found in a walk-in freezer in a commercial kitchen space 21 hours later on September 9th. Do the numerology behind all that, bro. Do the numerology on all that. You feel me? The gematria on that. There was another one. Girl found in Walmart, walk-in oven. Remember the little girl? Yeah, here we go. Gersimran Carr was dead in a large walk-in oven belonging to the store's bakery department. The investigation determined her death was not suspicious and there was no evidence of foul play. Here we go again. But niggas was saying that you can't just walk into them ovens and get stuck in there. You can, there's like an emergency button or something like that, or they just open back up. Like you can open them from the inside. And I think it's like a lock on them or something like that, where like you have to unlock it to even open the ovens. I was seeing people like Walmart employees show videos on TikToks about that oven. So a lot of people believe she was killed and nobody not saying nothing about it. And then what you don't know is a lot of Walmart has insurance policies on all their employees. Look that up. But like I said, I didn't even show y'all the shit. But here we go right here. This is the one that was in the Walmart oven. Kanika Jenkins was the one found in the hotel freezer. Here she is right here, just to give y'all the refresh y'all memory. And then Kendrick Johnson, the boy that was found in the gym mat, right here. And his organs were missing. His organs were never received by the FBI. According to the FBI, they said they never got his organs from the autopsy. So stay in tune on that, man. Y'all pay attention to that shit. Y'all see what they doing to these little kids out here, bro. They don't want to tell you that shit. They need our organs, our blood. into the Afro Latinas and Latinos and the Afro Mexicans and your Afro Puerto Ricans, to all your Afro Latina and Hispanic people, Afro Hispanic people. They want y'all organs too. Mi hermana, they want y'all organs too. They want your blood because they know that blood, that's the blood of God. The life force of God. When you study our blood and our bodies, our cells, our hair follicles, the electrical output our body produces, you will start to find God in us. Most importantly, in our women, not the males. When you study the Afro woman, you find God, nigga. You find that she has something called a mitochondrial DNA where she can give birth to any color baby. This is why you see albino blacks. Yeah, the real white. Yeah, but you start to find that out. You start to find out when you look into who Lucy is, the first ever woman to walk the planet. Lucy wasn't a monkey. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. It wasn't a monkey. You start to see that the Afro woman is the true progenitor of the planet, of all species, living human species on the planet. Not animals, but living human species on the planet. They even had to take her mitochondria, genetically splice it. I'm talking about the Pleiadians. They had to genetically splice it and do all this genetic engineering just to create the 6 ether people. Because the 6 ether woman also has the mitochondrial DNA as well, which was passed down through the mother cells of the Afro woman. They had to take the Afro woman's genetics, these ETs, in order to produce the 6 ether people, nigga. Without the Afro woman, they wouldn't have been able to do it. So, all in all, pay attention to what's going on. Fuck all this shit that they letting out and releasing now. Because at the end of the day, bro, what matters is that once this shit starts to unfold about all this trafficking shit, and a lot of these operations start to get bust down, and they start to get put out into the public on mainstream news, and then a lot of these big names get tied to it, like you see the shit with the Diddy and all that shit. A lot of names are going to start get put up. That's why a lot of CEOs are stepping down, and this, that, and the third, and because they know that when people find that out, people gonna be sick. You know how angry niggas will be that they found out that their whole life was a lie. They found out that these people that they thought was supposed to be their protectors, the government and all this shit, celebrities and shit, they found out that these people were supposed to, they thought they were good people. You a fucking fool if you think they good people. I will say that. But still, they thought they were good people and they thought the government was supposed to protect them. When they find this shit out, people gonna be angry. People gonna be angry that they was played a fool, especially my people. We gonna be the angriest motherfuckers. To start, you think we just gonna burn buildings down? We ain't gotta do that no more. We gonna do something entirely different that's gonna shock a lot of niggas. It ain't even gonna be on the violent aspect. That's the crazy part. We don't have to get violent no more, my people. I'm telling you, we don't gotta lay a finger on them. We don't have to do what they did to us 400 years ago. We don't have to do what they did to us currently today. We don't gotta do what they did to us back in the 60s and 70s, throwing on white shiesties and shit, and then burning crosses and hanging niggas. We don't gotta do that to them. I'm telling you, we don't have to lay your finger on these people. They're the least of our worries. That's what y'all gonna understand. Our colonizers, they're the least of our worries. They're the first pawn. I done told y'all so many times, when shit hits the fan and all hell breaks loose, they the first to go. The ETs that they were working with, gonna pawn them up so quick. Then they gonna try to, when they see that they ain't got no help, they gonna try to look for us and be like, oh, we're sorry. They gonna hit you with all these sorry. When all this truth start to come out and all the history start to come out about their ancestors, what they've been doing and what they're still doing today, and what these rich families doing, and how a lot of them been subconsciously ignoring this shit and being ignorant to our history and what we have to go through. Oh, that happened so many years ago. We're beyond that now. We don't, nigga, what? Nigga, that's the shit that happened back then is the reason why we're still suffering today. Y'all had to kill us to build this society today so that way we can still suffer and y'all can live off the backs of us and our children and our women, nigga. The 9 ether people. You crazy as hell if you think that shit still don't apply to today. A lot of y'all ignore. That's why I say 90% of your white people they racist, bro. Whether they are subconsciously or consciously, they're either subconsciously racist or consciously racist. And what I mean by subconsciously, like, you got people out there, like, they think they not racist because they not saying the N-word. They respecting the N-word. No, you got to face the history, too. You got to acknowledge what we went through. When you acknowledge that, yeah, y'all had a fucked up history, and that's why we living good today. Once y'all acknowledge that, that's a whole different playing field. Y'all still have yet to acknowledge that y'all had to kill us to live how y'all live today. Y'all have to acknowledge that our slave masters is on y'all bills that y'all fucking forefathers. Y'all forefathers, right? George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, whatever, all them other niggas. Y'all forefathers is on the bills. Nigga, the dollar bills. And them same niggas was killing us to make this world so y'all can live, so y'all generation can live in, y'all white people generation can live in this shit good and comfortable today. Y'all get privileges, we don't. We gotta fight the cops and shit just to save our lives. Y'all don't gotta do that shit. Some of y'all do, a little small amount of y'all do, but most of y'all don't, nigga. I'm just keeping it the G stack. My people, until y'all acknowledge that, okay, the shit that did happen back in slavery, it applies to today. Y'all want to keep saying, oh, that was our end. We ain't got nothing to do with that. Yes, y'all do, bro. That's y'all bloodline, y'all generation. Y'all living good today, nigga. Remember that. Especially, we ain't gonna get too deep. Cause I gotta get ready to go to work in a minute and shit like that. But just remember, y'all, once y'all acknowledge that, once y'all acknowledge our history, what we went through, and that we're still suffering today from that history. Because remember, childhood trauma. Some people are the way they are today from shit that happened in their childhood, right? PTSD and shit like that. Yeah. We got to get to the root cause. Remember, you can't solve a problem unless you figure out the root cause of the problem. So what is the root cause of my people today? Let's go look back 400 years ago. Let's go look back all the years from today all the way back then on what y'all been doing to us. And if y'all don't want to acknowledge that, what does that make you? I ain't even gonna say racist. It's hatred. It's a form of subliminal hatred. I'ma just keep it a G stack. It's a form of subliminal hatred, because if you can't even acknowledge what we've been through and you don't really give a fuck that we went through that gruesome shit, and you don't give a fuck that your forefathers did that shit, sick shit, and y'all don't call it out, and the only thing y'all can say is, well, that happened years ago. You know, things have changed now. No the fuck it hasn't. The only thing that has changed is y'all. We still the same niggas we was years ago, nigga. We may have changed a little bit from all the hip hop, the corruption that y'all put in hip hop, taking away all our leaders and fucking up all our organizations, GDs, Bloods, Crips. Y'all put a lot of infiltrators in there to go shoot other gang members to cause the beef amongst the gangs. That's why our gangs beef today. Back then, they never beefed like that. It wasn't about no who block is this and who block is that. No, it was about, hey, look, y'all GDs watch that block over there. Us Crips, we gonna watch this block over here for our people. Y'all Bloods, y'all gonna watch that block over there. And y'all Latin Kings, y'all watch that block over there. And we gonna make sure all our people are protected around the city. Dumbass niggas. Dumbass gangbang. Y'all gangbanging niggas get on my fucking nerve, bro. I don't give a fuck what you bang, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you bang. Grape Street. I don't give a fuck if it's Kitchen, Hoover, GD, BD, Pyru, Treetop. I don't give a fuck, nigga, what you bang. Fuck what you bang, nigga. Stand for your people, nigga. Remember what your gang was made for. Gathering all natural gods, nigga. Gangster, nigga. That's what gangster stand for. Gathering all natural gods, standing together accordingly. That's what made you gangster, nigga. Gathering all natural gods, standing together accordingly. Gangster. Gang, nigga. Gathering all the natural gods together, nigga. Gang, nigga. Gang up. That's what that shit stood for. So to all you gang banging ass niggas, fuck what you bang. Fuck what block you claim. Fuck your ops, nigga. Stand for your people. Fuck your ops, nigga. Join with them. Tell them, sit down, be like, look, I know my brother killed your brother, my people killed your people, but nigga, I'm tired of my people killing each other, nigga. This shit gotta stop. This has been going on for too many years. We out here fucked up. I just seen Detroit niggas, some 42 Crip niggas link up with some blood niggas in Detroit. I think it was Vezo, Icewear Vezo in them. They linked up and shit, and they squashing shit because they tired of killing each other. They tired of seeing they people losing. They like, if we, them niggas said, if we can coexist with the white people, which is our biggest ops, we can coexist with y'all, nigga. I'm gonna say that one more time. He said, if we can coexist with the white people, your biggest op, nigga, we can coexist with y'all. If I'm a Crip, if I'm a 107 Grape Street banging nigga, you feel me? Is it what's y'all Grape Street niggas? 107 Grape Street, nigga. My bad. I had to. In Rochester, New York. Yeah, nigga. Anyways, point I'm making is, nigga, if you a 107 Grape Street, right? If you a 107 Grape Street nigga, right, and you got a 108 Treetop nigga, right, or Pyru nigga, right? Whatever, blood nigga, 108 blood nigga, right? You should be able to coexist with him, bro. That's your brother, bro. You should be able, y'all share the same genetics. You share this. You should be able to look at that nigga and be like, damn, we got a lot of similarities. We got the same enemy, nigga. It's them. They've been putting us against each other. Why do we need to be against each other? We bump the same music. We smoke the same weed. To be real, y'all be sharing each other females. You be like, oh yeah, I smashed her. She be what's the ops? So we smashing the same female. We got the same history. You try to trap to make sure your family fed. I'm trying to trap to make sure my family fed. Let's come together. Fuck that beef and shit, nigga. Yes, you might wear a different color or this, that, and the third, but I know that you wear that color, so I know what block you are protecting. You're protecting your people over there. And I'm protecting mines over here. Our people. Let me not say yours. Our people. You protecting our people over there in that side of the hood. Cause we can travel over there every now and then, but like shit. This home to us too, nigga. We got our home, so we gonna stay over here. You feel me? Type shit. But yeah, y'all protect them over there. It's the gang coverage. It's called coverage. Military coverage. That's military shit. We making sure all different units. You got do you see the Marines and the Navy SEALs beefing with each other? No. Do you see the U.S. Army beefing with the Air Force with each other? No. They all work together to have coverage. The Air Force got the skies. The SEALs got the water. The Marines and the U.S. Army have the land, nigga. We need to be moving the same way. All right, we need to make our own Air Force, goddammit. We got our niggas in the air, nigga. We got our Navy SEALs and all. We need that shit. We got enough land military as it is. The gang banging niggas. That's the military, the land military. Now we need our air niggas. We need our niggas in the sea. Let's start to elevate as a civilization of black people. Let's do that, y'all. I'm done here, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all stay in tune, and like always, I'll be back with another one. One love, make universal love, y'all. I'm out.